If you are tired of struggling with your health, with trying to lose weight, with trying to improve your skin, your gut health, your energy levels, you feel like you're constantly trying new things, constantly trying to better yourself, but nothing ever sticks. You're going 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and you're just stuck in a vicious cycle of trying to be better, but then getting sucked back into your bad habits. Then I get it, because that was me for the longest time. And I have spent the last decade of my life studying health. And these 5 tips that I'm going to share with you have honestly been life-changing for me. I've lost 6 kg since last year without even trying. My skin, after struggling for years and years with it, is healed. It's glowing. It's healthy. My gut, after years of not being able to eat gluten, dairy, of literally being scared of food, my gut has healed. My energy levels are high. I'm literally on the second day of my period, but I feel good. I'm taking it easy, but here I am filming this video. And these 5 tips, I do not recommend them lightly. I have tried every single product, supplement, tool on the market. I'm very passionate about trying new things. And these are the 5 things that have been the most beneficial in helping me heal from the inside out. So that also reflects on my looks. Because if there's one thing that I've realized on my journey, is that health equals looks. And if you want to level yourself up, if you want to become a better version of yourself, a more attractive version of yourself, if you just focus on your health, everything else will fall into place. This healthy habit will always be the one that I am the most excited to get into, and the one that I will never get bored of talking about. So we're going to be making my magic mineral elixir. It is a really powerful and natural electrolyte drink, and one that's actually very rich in magnesium and not just sodium as most electrolyte drinks are. And the way that I can express how powerful this is to say that if life is a mind game, which it is, the people who get ahead are the ones that can actually learn to control and master their mind. Then when you are rich in minerals, you are going to be winning the game of life. You are going to be winning the mind game. Because anytime my friends tell me about people who were extremely erratic, extremely emotional, acting in a really irrational way, really easily triggered, the first thought that comes to my mind without any doubt is right away, and they always laugh at me because this is what I say every single time, is I say they sound magnesium deficient. Honestly, I cannot even express to you how much easier life is when you are not magnesium deficient, when you are not mineral deficient. And unfortunately today we really have to make the conscious effort to get our minerals in every single day, because stress completely depletes your minerals. Stress depletes the magnesium. Magnesium is the first mineral that's used in your body when you're stressed out. And magnesium, if you look at the list of every mental and physical health condition that exists today, pretty much every single one, it is associated with a magnesium deficiency, because magnesium is so important. It is literally used in hundreds of thousands of cellular processes, and we need it to function properly. Our nervous system needs electrolytes. It needs these electrical impulses to work properly, for our cells to communicate properly, and for our mind to be resilient, for our body to be resilient. So I'm saying this as someone who used to be extremely emotionally reactive, extremely stressed out. I really felt like life was a struggle mentally for me for most of my life. And now I can't even believe how much of a different person I am compared to a few years ago, before I started drinking magnesium bicarbonate water, which is just a very natural, rich form of magnesium. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make at home, how quickly you can make it. And if you just are consistent with it and you give your body time to replenish your magnesium stores, you will probably experience the same thing I did. You become extremely mentally and physically resilient. You just feel like a brand new person. You sleep better. Just mentally, you feel mental peace. You're a lot happier. A lot of things don't stress you out. And why would you not want to live life that way? Why would you not want life to be easier for you? So, to show you how easy it is, and eventually when you get used to making it and you get into rhythm, even for me, it took me a while to get into rhythm, because I would always have resistance. You're always going to have resistance to doing things that are good for you. So first step is you need sparkling water, because the carbon dioxide will react with the magnesium powder in here, the magnesium hydroxide powder, to create magnesium bicarbonate water. So you can't use regular water. It has to be sparkling water. But once the solution is made, you can mix it with normal water like I'm going to show you. It's very, very simple. Because the water is to the top here, I'm just going to pour some out. Let me just pour it in here actually, because I need to create some space for the bubbles. All right, now, this is an extremely affordable drink to make. Once you have one of these packets, this is only 14 pounds. It can last you between 3 to 6 months. Honestly, it lasts so long because a little bit goes a long way. You're just taking literally a quarter of a kitchen teaspoon. Not a lot at all, it's not filled up. You're taking it, you're pouring it in here. You're gonna quickly close the cap, which I should have done, because as you can see, it's bubbling. So yeah, definitely make sure the cap is ready to be shut. You can see it's reacting in there, it's bubbling. Literally all you have to do is you give it a good shake for about 30 seconds and then you pop it in the fridge. It needs to be in the fridge. Now, another way you can make this is if you have a soda maker at home. So once you get into the rhythm of making it, it's worth getting one of these because then you can always make magnesium bicarbonate water. Again, I'm gonna, before I carbonate the water, just take a little bit of magnesium powder. This has some magnesium, potassium, and sodium in it. We're gonna pop it in there. And then we're just gonna carbonate the water. It's always a little bit tricky getting it out of here without the water going everywhere, but so you can see it's reacting. The powder and the sparkling water is reacting. So again, just giving these a really good shake. It's a nice little arm workout. Pop it in the fridge. When you remember about it next time, maybe next time you open the fridge to get a snack, give it another good shake. Don't worry if not, leave it overnight. Once the powder is dissolved, it's ready for you. And then I'll show you the next step. I filled this up with regular water and there's a bit of sparkling water in it like you saw. So this is just regular water. This is a pint glass. I have some magnesium bicarbonate water left over from earlier in the week that I've made. So you're mixing regular water with some magnesium water. As you can see, you only need a little bit every day. So now you've got your water, you've got your magnesium. The three electrolytes we're focusing on are magnesium, potassium, and sodium. So for sodium, we're gonna take a big pinch, a generous pinch of sea salt. You can drink this drink anytime during the day, by the way. I just make it whenever works for me, whenever I feel like it. So really big, generous pinch of sea salt. I love the sea salt, mineral sea salt. And then for potassium, I use cream of tartar. So cream of tartar, just ignore this jar. I just put the white powder in there. I bought this so long ago, years ago. It cost me about £3 and it lasts forever. So this is such an affordable drink to make. And you're literally just taking like the tiniest bit, like the smallest amount. And the reason we're using this is because cream of tartar is really high in potassium. There is already a little bit of potassium bicarbonate in this as well. So you are getting some electrolytes there. And then you can just pop that in there. So now we've done our potassium, we've done our magnesium, and we've done our sodium. You've got your three electrolytes in this very natural mineral rich drink. The last step is we're gonna take our lemon. So the vitamin C from the lemon is going to help improve the absorbability of the minerals. The minerals are these electrolytes are the most absorbable in liquid form. So they're already really bioavailable, but we're gonna get that vitamin C in there to help out with the absorbability and also because it tastes so good. The taste of lemon and salt with water and the magnesium, it's just incredible. My body actually just craves magnesium water. Once you get into the rhythm of it, your body will crave it. So many people who've bought the magnesium have told me that they literally can't live without it now. It makes them feel so good. So we're just gonna pour that lemon in there. And that's it. Really simple. Once you've made the magnesium water, it's in your fridge. It'll last you about a week if you have one of those big bottles. And you can make this drink every day. Again, with the cream of tartar, just need to buy it once. This will last you for the rest of your life probably. And then all you need to do is make sure you've got salt at home and a fresh supply of lemons, which we always want anyway. I've been waking up and doing lemon juice and olive oil shots every morning, first thing in the morning, and I just love it. My body craves it now. There are so many benefits to lemon juice and extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to show you how you can do this at home as well. I had already used some of this, so I would say if it's a big lemon, you only want maybe like a quarter of the juice. It depends on what you can handle. If you're getting started out, it might be a little bit intense to do half of a massive lemon, but you can work your way up or see what feels good for you. I pour that in here. Then I do about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So it has to be extra virgin olive oil. Make sure you're investing in the good stuff for this because it's going into your body first thing in the morning. This combination, as soon as you wake up, is so good for getting the digestive system working, good for balancing the blood sugar. It's amazing for your skin, for supporting the liver. There are so many benefits. And I bought this bottle, I think it was maybe 12 or 14 pounds, but I literally just use it for my morning shots. I don't use it for anything else. When I'm cooking, I don't cook with olive oil at high temperatures anyway, so it's not an issue for me. I cook with things like ghee, coconut oil, tallow, butter, saturated fats. So again, just 1 tablespoon of this, but I just eyeball it. So I'll show you guys. It's looking good. And then I give it a little whirl. It's quite a lot in there. I mean, it doesn't look a lot in this cup, but it is a lot. And then bon appetit. I make that face, but I actually love it. I love that tangy taste. The olive oil doesn't taste gross at all. It goes on so smoothly. And I couldn't recommend it anymore. It's pretty affordable once you buy your olive oil and you have your lemons. It just makes me feel really good. It's a great way to start the day. Definitely try it out if you want a little bit of a boost to your digestion and the glowiness of your skin from the inside out. Glutathione is called the master antioxidant. It's made in your liver, and your liver is your body's major detoxification organ. But in order for your liver to help your body detox, your body already has everything it needs to detox everything properly, to get rid of heavy metals, to get rid of toxins, to help your skin glow and to look beautiful from the inside out. But what you need to do is you need to support your liver because your liver needs nutrients in order to be able to go through all the detoxification phases properly. And so glutathione has 3 amino acids that the liver needs to properly detox the body. So it's made up of glutamine, cysteine, and glycine, and these are really powerful amino acids. You will benefit from taking this if you have, like myself, struggled with chronic stress, high stress for many years, if you've had habits like under eating and over exercising, if you're waking up multiple times during the night and you can't sleep properly throughout the night because that's typically a liver and blood sugar issue, if you struggle with fatigue and you want to do more with your day, you want to do more things, but you're just exhausted. Even the idea of doing things exhausts you. If you get skin breakouts, no matter how much skincare you try, no matter how much you try to work on your skin, you get skin breakouts. Maybe you have rashes, maybe eczema. If you get sick really often, I can't even express how good I feel when I take this. I do not recommend supplements lightly. I've been researching and trying different products, supplements, tools for a decade now, over a decade. And so when I'm recommending something, it's because I've genuinely felt the benefits and I know why it's working. And this is so incredible for even your immune system. It helps to neutralize free radicals, which is literally what ages us. So it's amazing for longevity, for aging gracefully, amazing for making your skin glow, amazing for gut health. You name it, amazing for the liver, which will then come up with so many benefits because your liver literally has over 500 functions in the body. It is so powerful. So giving it that bit of support, you really, really feel a difference. And I would say it's not the cheapest supplement, But for me personally, someone who struggled with chronic stress symptoms for the majority of my 20s, it is so worth it because I know that my liver needs that support. So if it's in your budget and you have been struggling with chronic stress for many, many years, it's actually very affordable if you think about how much hospital bills would be in the grand scheme of things in the long, long, long term. It's in a liposomal form, so it's more of a liquid form, which means that it goes directly to your cells. It's more absorbable. It doesn't get destroyed by stomach acid. And it's actually very sweet, which is the one thing that I don't like about it. And you have to take it on an empty stomach. So I don't take it first thing in the morning because obviously balancing your blood sugar is extremely important, to live in a way that balances your blood sugar. And the first meal of the day should not be sweet, it should be savory. That's something which is so, so important, especially if you want to age more gracefully and prevent chronic disease that exists today. So it comes out in like, as you can see it, in this like sweet form. The ingredients are all like organic, natural, but it is sweet. So what I tend to do is I tend to have it before lunchtime, which is basically me now. I'm hungry now. I will have this, and then I'll have maybe some water with some apple cider vinegar to balance my blood sugar, and then I'll have a balanced lunch as well. So that's kind of how I go around it. But honestly, I feel so many benefits that I don't mind that it's sweet and that I'm having it on an empty stomach. And I try to move my body as well, just so my body can use that glucose. So maybe I'll vacuum around the house, I'll go for a walk, whatever I can fit in. I don't stress out too much about it. Very sweet. Can't even express to you how powerful lymphatic drainage is, especially if you implement the gua sha routine on your neck and your shoulders after this massage. You can literally transform your face, enhance your features to look like the most beautiful version of yourself, the version of you that you're supposed to look like. Your lymphatic system is literally the first line of defense your immune system has. Every cell in your body is bathed by lymphatic fluid. And in order for our lymphatic system to work properly, for it to drain properly, because it takes that fluid, takes the toxins, and it drains it from our body every single day, which can prevent so many health problems and make us look our best. It has so many beautifying effects. In order for that to happen, we really need to help it out, right? Because there's no, for example, your heart has a central pump. So there's a pump in your body that's always, moving the blood in your body and making your heart pump as well. There's no central pump in the body for the lymphatic system. So we can really help our lymphatic system move through these massage practices, through making sure you're breathing through your belly, from making sure you're relaxing your nervous system and you're not tensing your body the whole time. Especially if you find that you break out when you do gua sha around here or on your face in general, that can be due to poor lymphatic drainage. And this is a really amazing, simple massage you can do every day in the morning when you're moisturizing. So you can just have it, stack it, or before you do your gua sha massage. And so a really simple way to incorporate lymphatic drainage in your day-to-day or a couple of times a week, I would recommend 3 to 5 times a week, is to just start off very gently. You put your fingers above your collarbones and you're gonna very gently pump about 20 times. You can barely see the pumping motion because it's so, so gentle. It'll almost feel like, is this even doing anything? But your lymphatic system is superficial. The lymph nodes are very close to the surface of the skin. So you really don't need to apply a lot of pressure at all. And I talk about this in my gua sha videos. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our fingers right on our jaw muscle under our ear. Again, we're just gonna pump about 20 times. Taking a nice deep breath. And then we're gonna do the same thing with our finger, index finger right outside our nostrils, gentle pump. And then we're gonna do the same thing right in the inner corner of our eyes. Then what I like to do is, in the most gentle movements, just glide my fingers down my neck. And to really, really support your lymphatic system, you can do a 5-minute gua sha routine just on the neck and the shoulders. I can't even express how quick and easy this is. You can use your big curve and your teeth, massage right below that shoulder back and forth, gently up the neck, always, always gentle up the neck. Same with the teeth on the tool, back and forth on the shoulder, gentle up the neck, working your way up the shoulder, coming down the neck on the side. Again, I'm not going to do full tutorial now because I have them in my gua sha and facial reflexology playlist, but combining these two exercises, wow. Wow, it has done wonders for my appearance. I'm always sharing pictures of how puffy my face was when I was struggling with stress and how much this practice has helped me. And especially anytime I'm breaking out, I realize I just need to do some extra lymphatic drainage, and it always helps. My skin always clears out, and I will be doing this healthy habit for the rest of my life. I have already been doing this for 4 to 5 years, and people tell me now that I look better than I did when I was in my early 20s, and I truly see it. My skin was so dull. I really didn't have that glow. I looked sick. Whereas now there are days where my face looks more sculpted than it did when I was 5 to 10 kg lighter than I am now. So a lot of the time you don't even need to lose weight. You just need to practice lymphatic drainage, and it can really sculpt and define your face. And finally, the last healthy habit, and before we get into it, I just want to say that I don't do all 5 of these every single day. A lot of them are habits now, so it doesn't feel like a task to do them, but I don't put the pressure on myself to do them all every single day. But these are the 5 healthy habits that I do the most every single week. And so the last one is the newest one that I've added on, but it has so many immense benefits, and I felt such an immediate benefit from taking it that I just had to include it in this video because it's also super natural. So we're going to be making clove tea, and I ordered these off Amazon, organic cloves. I don't even know if organic cloves are a thing, but I'm a sucker for the word organic. So what I do is I take 4 cloves, and I don't eat them, so I would not recommend eating them or even getting the powder and drinking it. I just like to, I put them in here with some boiling water that I've just boiled. And I'll let that steep for as long as I want. Sometimes I'll leave it for a while, sometimes just 10 minutes, and then I'll top it up after that as well. Once that's steeped, I will pour that in a cup with some liquid chlorophyll. Now, I was like really hesitant to try this because I think that's really popular. I'm always a little bit hesitant to try because I think it's just a trend. But I learned that clove tea with liquid chlorophyll is this amazing combination. They're both natural deodorizers. So what that means is it'll help your breath and your body smell good from the inside out. And I know that when you're struggling with stress can make you smell quite bad. Like it can give you bad BO, can give you bad breath. And that's just something that really appealed to me, something that's a natural deodorizer. It's amazing for all the reasons we've already spoken about in terms of gut health, skin, supporting the liver. Chlorophyll binds to heavy metals and toxins and removes them from your body. Cloves are incredible for PMS and hormonal support. So again, just a huge amount of benefit. But when I started drinking it, I really felt that natural energy boost, not the kind you get when you're drinking caffeine, but like a really nice, subtle, natural energy boost that made me feel really good. I have definitely felt the immediate difference. Don't feel like I've even had to use deodorant, and I haven't smelled bad at all. Here's what I would do. I would just pour the clove tea in there, and then I would take the liquid chlorophyll. I don't take that much every day, maybe just like half a tube. And I will squeeze that in there, give it a good mix. And it does say in the instructions for the chlorophyll to not have it on an empty stomach. And because it's warm, I quite like to have it after a meal. So I can do this anytime after dinner, after lunch, but it's just a really amazing energy boost. I enjoy it. And something else I do is I just will top that up with hot water and I'll just leave it on the side, and then later on in the day I can have some more clove tea if I fancy it. So that's everything from me today. I can make so many of these videos with genuine supplements and tools and products and hacks that have helped me in my healing journey, in my health journey, in my glow up journey. So let me know if you like this kind of video. And if you want me to make more with more recommendations that I have, I will only recommend the things that I genuinely believe are natural and genuinely work. And if there's anything you want me to dive deeper on that I mentioned in this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've tried any of these or if there are any that you're now going to try. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.